Appreciate y'all. Got y'all some, man, for 100 episodes. You Deuce. D. What's up? From me to y'all, doing shit 100 episodes, man. Appreciate y'all niggas, man. You know,
Appreciate that.
we gonna keep going. They got a little ring button, don't they? Welcome. Welcome back. This is episode 100 of the Reason to Doubt podcast. Let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's gunshots for that. We back. We've been off for a couple weeks, but we back again. Like always, to the right of me, we got.
Look at his chick, look at his car, all I say is
Joe Jack 23.
I ain't never heard nobody say that either.
What car Joe Jack?
I ain't never heard nobody look at a car and say, oh boy. You don't be around much. Be around a lot.
To the right of him, though, we got Fresh 60. In the building. That's how it is. Filling in for Stino. We moved from the back to the front. Easy replacement. We got.
I was the freshest young nigga in the town. Nobody want to see these old ass niggas.
Still don't really like that drop.
Nigga seen what I had on for my birthday, so I just wanted to point that out.
You got the right.
What I said I was?
What's going on?
I don't know.
What did I say I was?
Always shot by AE Media. Let me get that straight.
Don't give a damn if shorty no jigger.
Shout out to AE. The views by Lil Deuces do not align with the rest of the Reason Doubt podcast.
Rock Nation, hit us up.
This is episode 100, man. We appreciate everybody, man. Round of applause for us, man. We're here, 100 episodes. Shout out to the Hometown Art Telegraph for that article. Definitely a good look by the time this come out to be in print and online. It'll be in print. Nice article. You know what I'm saying? Y'all read it? Go check it out.
Check it out.
About like 20 papers.
That handle them out and shit.
Cutting the article out.
Yeah, man, it's dope, man. You know, I've been in a paper before.
I've been front page a few times, you know what I'm saying? Football stuff.
Oh, I thought that was something
Damn.
What?
That was second.
You didn't specify what you had been in the paper for. It ain't always good to be in the paper. So we get in the paper for some positive shit. So
And that's what I'm saying. You know, it's just something dope to be recognized for. Besides, you know what I'm saying, sports or something like that. You know, something we put together and now we're in the newspaper for it. It's dope, man. But like always, this is the Reason to Doubt podcast. I'd like to thank all the supporters over all these 100 episodes. I'd like to thank everybody that subscribed. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. If you know somebody that's into podcasts, put them on. You know, I done said it before, take their phone and go to the podcast app and subscribe. That's a good way to get them. Reason Out Podcast is brought to you by Goalie. Make sure you go to goalie.com to get that apple cider vinegar gummy, you know, for gut health, all that. They got the, you know how I pronounce it, Katie?
The blue goat.
In the Oscawa or something like that, you know. Let me get that right. We ain't, you go to goalie.com and get 15% off using Reason to Doubt promo code in checkout and free shipping. Get 15% off on anything that they on their site. Go there, help out. But happy anniversary to DJ Stino and his lovely wife Whitney. You know, you ain't here to collect this, but we got you a plaque. Well, all of us got these plaques, but you know, representing 100 episodes. You know, over 100,000 views and downloads. We present this to you, DJ Stino, on the air. You ain't here to accept it, but you here in spirit, man. But how y'all been, man? We've been on for 2 weeks. What's been going on with y'all, man?
Hot.
Nothing.
Hot and raining.
Hot.
Hot.
I kind of missed the podcast. I ain't gonna lie. Look forward to Sunday.
Happy birthday, 24th birthday. How you feel, man? You was drunk as hell on your birthday, talking crazy.
Talking crazy.
I still got your shades too. They in my car.
Man, I was looking for them. I thought somebody got me. I appreciate it. I'll put that in my. But yeah, man, it was a good one, man. Everybody came out. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with me. Everybody took some shots and shit. Didn't do nothing too crazy. Just had a good time with the people. Just vibed out. That's about it.
Black tea, huh?
Black tea.
We're gonna have a picture of his fit for the show, you know what I'm saying? Y'all rate his fit.
Oh, he definitely.
Something slight.
He definitely was. He was cutting up. He was cutting up. I was
KD
talking
was-
my ass off. Motherfuckers send me videos. I'm like, damn, I said that. I ain't gonna say what I said about the podcast, but when you was there,
Oh yeah,
I missed that.
yeah.
That was gold right there. We're gonna have to keep that in the archive. And then it's gonna be that I told you so moment.
Yeah, you know it's funny though, like just down there, you know what I'm saying? I was down there with him and shit, and there's people walking up. That's what we put out. Shout out to everybody supporting the Meet the Dallas 2 skit. You know, we get a lot of feedback from that, but that was, everybody down there was talking about that, talking about we hating on him
Right.
and shit. So that was funny.
Oh, that's what she was saying?
Yeah.
Hate on my cousin.
But you know, it's just funny that like people don't be leaving comments, people don't do that. But
They see it.
everybody watch comments. Like, they want to have a back and forth about the podcast, about what we doing, about everything like that. And it's just funny to me that it go like that sometimes.
I'll tell you, man, listen. When y'all watching that motherfucker, this shit is cool. It's alright. You can let people know that you know what I mean? Share the wealth. You can let people know that you watching it, man. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. Because like you said, everybody's like that shit right there, that's in the middle of the fucking thing. So you sat there and watched 30 minutes of that shit to even get to that point.
Ain't nothing wrong with showing support, man. We know y'all fucking with us. We see the views. I look at the IG. I see the impressions. Like the impressions show everything. Show how many people just come to the page and just look, and just always on your page. It's thousands. You know what I'm saying? So, and no people watching this, people seeing it. Like, it's cool to be part of the Dollar family, man.
Be a support.
It's alright. I don't get it. Like,
Yeah, man. But speaking of people getting dressed and shit, you know, shout out to DJ Stino. Next month, I think it's July 16th. He got Nothing But the Cuts 3 party coming out.
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy, man, Stino, man. Get that water. AKA DJ Stino, man. Y'all remember Nothing But the Cuts? Nothing But the Cuts was like 5 years ago, man. We bringing it back, man. Next month, Friday, July 16th, man. 6 to 10. Tickets will be on sale next week. Y'all stay tuned for more details, man. Nothing But the Cuts 3, this for y'all.
You know, if you don't know nothing about that, DJ Stino throw a party. It's like all R&B vibe, grown and sexy, 25 and up. So, Juice, you probably ain't gonna be able to get in.
I already talked to you.
That'd be wild if you couldn't.
Oh, I'm shutting it down. Yeah.
You gonna spin the block?
Spinning the block, I'm shutting it down.
But yeah,
That punk shit, that shit, yeah.
Nothing But the Cuts 3 coming soon. DJ Stino.
You ain't gonna be mad till you see somebody else in there that's younger than 25.
And then it's like, okay, do I hate on him? Do I just go about my business like, wait a minute. You gotta go crazy.
We're gonna celebrate, man. We're gonna pop bottles for 100 episodes.
Oh yeah, pop that bottle, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's a big deal. I don't care how big of a deal it is to anybody else.
It's a big deal. I sent that clip to everybody in my phone. She seen me and knew what time it was.
Yeah, 100 episodes celebrate. You know how to pop that bottle? Yeah, man. Drink this champagne. We're gonna get into our normal scheduled program. We've been off for 2 weeks, so it's a lot of stuff that happened. Wait a minute.
Whoa! bald head month awareness for people who losing their hair. You know what I'm saying? So awareness for bald.
Okay, you got a bald head. You playing around with the bald head?
I ain't playing it. It's a look. It's the look. You know what I'm saying?
What are you doing, man?
What?
So I'm saying, like, it's people really out here balding, like you got a bald and you can grow your hair.
Awareness.
Awareness for who?
So you
Bald
raising
head
awareness
folks.
for bald. Bald head folks, yeah.
You do.
Appreciate the body, man. Yeah.
So what brought you to this?
Well, you know, something different, man. You know, I go bald
Say
head
you
once in a
do it
while.
before.
You shave your own head?
No, it's the barber. This is I did this, but I go to the barber and then I clean it up with a bulldog razor.
Toast.
Shaver, bulldog.
Before you sit down.
To 100 episodes, man. 100 more, 100 million more. Appreciate y'all, fellas, man.
For sure. Yeah, I'm just, raising awareness for all the fools who can't go nowhere. Awareness for all the fools who can't go nowhere.
How many times you gonna say
I'm there
that?
I'm there with you. You might well take your hat out too, though, bro. I did this for you.
I'm cool, man.
Shout out to Tupac. Michael Jordan, man.
All the ball head.
All right, boy, people on the back.
Plenty ball head, bro.
Sugar Pop. Shout out to
X.
I feel like Jada kissing Mayweather is bogus.
Now Jada really said
Jadakiss is bogus for real because we thought he was bald forever. That man came back with the 360 wave.
Oh, he had alopecia or something.
Jadakiss was bald, but they was like 18 years old, bald head though. Onyx, you know.
Yeah, they never had. Yeah, I ain't never seen another head.
Man, but we've been off for 2 weeks. A lot of stuff been going on in the world, so you know we gotta give our expert opinion on this crazy culture that we live in and we live by.
With the emphasis on expert.
You know. So one of the biggest verses of all time happened last night.
That's your boy.
Yeah, you like Bow Wow.
That's your boy.
You like Bow Wow.
I grew up on it.
That's your boy.
Did.
Fuck about.
How you grow up on it?
That's our generation. Like, if I was one of the biggest stars when you was a kid, you grew up on it.
You listen to the music?
When I was a kid,
You was
man.
ready to try to pass
All I
it
got
to me.
classic album?
Nah, I wouldn't say he had a classic album, but he got classic songs. We seen that last night. You know, if you didn't know, Soulja Boy vs. Bow Wow.
Versus TV. Bow Wow, Soulja Boy versus.
Check it out now. I'm outside trying to rob the bouncer. You gotta let me get this. I'm trying to tell you, me and Kelly got some sense.
I got a question, why they hating on me? I got a question, why they hating on me? And put my team on, got my whole clique stunning.
So my ladies, you get mad at home. The club is full of ballers and they pockets full of chrome.
I miss ya, I really wanna kiss you, but I can't. 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 8, 2, 1,
Right now, no hold round, throw down like Brett. It ain't no showdown for no crowd, I'm holding that.
I wanna rock right now. I'm the Roman, I came to get down. I call me Lil P.
Representing CP3s, I
Got an uncle name and an uncle name. I've been dribbling the ball since the age of 3. I didn't used to have shit. Now my life is lavish. Nigga, we made it. Big Draco, man. Bow Wow, man. SOD, man.
Hey, my brother.
Turn up.
Was a versus. It was very entertaining.
Draco was entertaining by himself.
You know what I'm saying? That was very entertaining. Soulja Boy, the only person that ever played three of the same songs in the verses.
Different versions. Different versions.
He did.
I played the same song twice in my verses. You know what I'm saying?
Did you?
Put that DMX song
Yeah,
twice.
you did. Yeah, look at that Henny, that liquor got into you. Yeah, man. But it was dope. It was funny. It was dope, but it was entertaining like I thought it would be. You know, and it just showed like two different things. Like Y'all say like Bow Wow, my boy. I don't give a fuck about Bow Wow, but I do respect Bow Wow because he got like, but he showed that last night. It would show like different caliber of artists too. Like respect the Soulja Boy. Like he is like one of the first people to put a lot of people on this technology and just do what he do. But he would play his songs, and then Bow Wow would play these other songs, and it's just like it's a different level of shit, you know. And just the way Bow Wow performs and everything. Like he was seriously performing, like he looked like a rapper. Like Soulja Boy up there smoking, playing, like you could tell that Bow Wow come from the school of Snoop and Jermaine Dupri and Dr. Dre and shit like that. So the way that he even presented himself and the way he performed his songs is on a different level. It was a whole bunch of memes and stuff like that, like going on. But that was entertaining though, man. BET Awards is on right now.
Now I have to ask, right? We're not gonna say who against, but would you do a versus?
Yes.
You would do it?
Yes.
Oh, I see that. All right. Is there anybody that you would do it against, or are you just ready for anybody?
Nikki.
Nikki? Really? I would love to see that.
Yes, me too.
I would love to see that.
Be interviewing Lil' Kim on the red carpet. And she said she would like the versus Nikki. How y'all feel? I know we get in trouble when we talk about Nikki on the podcast, but
that's why I'm looking at you. We don't want no shit.
Huh?
I think it'd be entertaining.
They beef. Like so. Is that you think she's trying to be funny or like she trying to like squash their beef kind of?
I think she's serious.
I think it's in a competitive spirit.
But you know they do the verses together now, so like they would kind of have. It might be a Gucci versus G.
Yeah, what I said, Gucci
situation.
Like Gucci and Jeezy can sit up there and act.
But they beef was a lot.
Girls is way more catty though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
you think they were there throwing shit?
It might.
I want to see that shit then. I don't put that shit together.
That'll be dope.
If they fight?
No, if they did a verse, I wouldn't want to see them fight. Who y'all got? I got Kim win by a landslide.
I got Kim too. That's what I said. Kim got an album with 5 mics and a sword. Y'all young punks would know nothing about that. Not you, Jews. The rest of the world. I don't know enough.
Shout out to Nicki Minaj. But when it comes to that verses and like it celebrates like classic material. When Lil' Kim played all about the Benjamins and money, power, respect and shit like man, Nicki don't have songs. Yeah, like Nicki don't have songs. Yeah, the Mary J. Blige, like I Can Love You and shit like that. It's Lil' Kim is the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to that, like hit songs and shit like that.
So you think she want to do that just to like humble Nicki type shit?
It would. I don't think Nicki Minaj would do that shit. Like I think she would.
Duck it.
Okay, she wouldn't do that shit. But for one, I think the most things she don't like, they're not cool like that. So she wouldn't want to do it. But that would help Lil' Kim though, because it would show.
That's another thing. It ain't something that she needs.
Yeah, like nobody need to do it. I think Lil' Kim, it'll definitely. I think Lil' Kim should do a versus regardless though. Like if she gotta do it with Foxy Brown or something like that, because that's one thing that versus been doing.
It's putting people back on.
Yeah. She needed a Nicki caliber type of opponent.
Now she just need to do a versus. Like when people do them verses, it just help them out. Like it show their catalog of music. You know, like that's what I'm saying. Like she just need to do a versus that people will tune in. Like when you watch that verse, it'll show you. Because for instance, Bow Wow was he the butt of all jokes all the time on the internet. But nobody really joking on Bow Wow yesterday. They gave his props. Like they brought Lil Romeo out. Lil Romeo gave him his flower. Marion came out.
That's the generation that we live in. Like because you see all the comments, all the blue checks in the comments and stuff like that. And once they go to co-sign, and you got the dick riding generation, they're like, oh, Bow Wow is tight. You know what I'm saying?
No, but you know,
Lil' Kim is up there with Nicki Minaj.
No, but but it is a hella dick riding generation. But I don't think the verses I don't think it's so much of that. I think it's really you listening, you watching it, and you forget.
You forget, yeah.
Like you'll forget that.
It bring back awareness.
You know what I'm saying? You'll forget that. Damn, they did make that. Damn, they did. Like listening to music will bring you back to a time of your life. Like Soulja Boy, all them songs he was playing, I was thinking about Club Onyx. You know what I'm saying? Club Rio, being a kid, like being 18, 19 when I was in college, like when he played All the Way Turned Up, like I'm like, damn, we used to run out to this in college, like, you know what I'm saying, to start the game. So it's like Soulja Boy, not that I was ever a big fan of Soulja Boy, but I grew up on him. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I was being my Bow Wow. Like I remember being a kid watching BET and 106 in Park, and Bow Wow always was number one on 106 in Park. Like you mess with girls in middle school and high school, they was in love with Lil Bow Wow. They was in love with B2K. Like that's what I mean when you grew up on stuff. I never listened to a B2K album in my life, but I would know every girl I ever talked to, little my wife, like yeah, they love B2K. So it's like
Bow Wow one of the only other people that had like a debut like Lil Wayne, like as far as age wise. Like he came out early. Like as a kid.
He lived through what you call it, like shit, 2-3 decades, just like Wayne.
Yeah. I mean, that was Jermaine, Chris Cross.
All the eras of music.
Like Bow Wow played in the verses on Snoop Doggy Style album. You know, if you listen to it's a song called like G's and Hustles or whatever. At the beginning of the song, it's a skit. You know, with the teacher asking all the kids in the classroom, like, what you want to? And he's like, I want to be a motherfucking hustler. You better ask somebody. That was Bow Wow saying all those little kids' voices on that song. You know what I'm saying? He was 5 years old. Bow Wow was really in Death Row. Like he had a shirt on with him, Dr. Dre, and Snoop when he was a shorty. Like he was really a part of that. So it's like it's funny. Like people clown him like when he was like, I'm a part of Death Row. They like, nigga, shut the fuck, you be lying. But he really was. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's just something cool, man. But the versus thing, I think the versus shit is almost about to be over too. The more people going outside, they gotta do it during the week or something, cause like a Friday night or something like that, Saturday night.
It ain't the main event no more.
Yeah, like last night I think was the last. Yeah, but that people still tuned in, but you had the NBA playoffs, the fight was on, and the versus was on.
And the people was outside.
Exactly, so it's like, it's a lot of stuff going on nowadays.
You don't think they're trying to turn that shit into like a live thing?
Mm-hmm. It's definitely gonna be a versus tour. You know what I'm saying? Like, that'll only make sense.
That'd be hard though.
Exactly, hell yeah. Like, it's definitely gonna be some versus tours and shit. But,
the other verses,
what's that?
Eve and Trina.
See, and that's what I mean by like it's getting over with. Like shout out to Eve and Trina, two legends, but people didn't even know that was on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what was that?
Exactly. That was like 2 weeks ago, but people didn't even realize that was on. But speaking of Trina, not even speaking of Trina. Speaking of Slip and Slide Records. Man,
the king of Florida.
The king of Miami. Well, did he say he was the king of Miami?
Florida.
Miami and LA. But Trick Daddy has some things to say. Man, I'm just gonna play the clip and we'll just respond to it.
Beyonce is to R&B what Jay-Z is to New York. That's why they together. Jay-Z ain't never won the greatest rapper alive. Whoever put him on a level of that. New York lost Biggie. They needed a hero. They wanted to be the mega of hip-hop, and they just handed it over to Jay-Z. The first time y'all ever heard of Jay-Z, he got on a record with some down south called Big Pimpin'.
Yeah.
I heard him on the Hot Remix.
Yeah.
And y'all, they'll tell y'all right now, oh, that's Jay-Z's song. And you'll go Google and they'll say, yeah, it's Jay-Z's song. Right?
The South put him on.
But they ain't gonna tell you Jay-Z bought the song after the bitch got big.
That's UGK song, man.
Yep, so
that ain't nothing about that record. It's no East Coast New York record. Nothing about that.
Nothing.
And what? And then at that time, what East Coast came and got a from the South to do a record with him, man.
Right.
I think Trick got a point.
I ain't really. I mean, I'm from. That is kind of when Jay got big. Big Pimpin' is when he.
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I remember me and Joe used to listen to that shit. What, 8th grade, 9th grade. That's when we started listening to Jay though.
All right, Hard Knock Life.
As far as like nationwide, like Jay was known on the East Coast, New York and stuff like that. But as far as like the whole nation knowing about Jay-Z, that probably was Big Pimpin'.
Juice, what you feel? How you feel about it?
But I was more of a UGK fan. Jay-Z.
So he hating.
Oh, they definitely sound like hating.
So,
he was 1 year old. But even I don't care, motherfucker, 5 years old. Yeah, like what's his point? Listening to it, yeah. But being around, you know what I'm saying, listening to music, and, you know what I'm saying, being on the music scene like that, like this, just like Trick said, it's my opinion. My opinion as well is that's when I think Jay-Z came to the front.
Okay, all that. Your opinion, if Trick Daddy would say, I don't like Jay-Z, I never thought he was the best rapper, something like that, you would never hear nothing. He not hating. The reason why he hating, because he's saying some shit that ain't true. Like, that could be the first time you heard Jay-Z with Big Pimpin', you know what I'm saying? True enough. The way he was portraying it, that was UGK's song and all this and the other, like,
UGK put
that Pimp C didn't even like something. You really bigging Jay up for the versatility in music. Like when he said that don't sound like a New York song. Yeah, because Jay-Z made a different type of song. You know what I'm saying? And he still was like he made y'all like it. Like the song was done. The chorus and everything. Like Jay-Z wrote all that shit. The only thing he didn't write was Pimp C's verse and Bun B verse. Pimp C got the best verse in that song too. So that's like false. Like he made it seem like
and Pimp C verse was actually mocking him. Like that's why he said the stuff he said. He was actually mocking. Like he said, because he didn't like the song.
He didn't even like the song.
He was trying to mock Jay-Z.
And it was only 8 bars.
When he made the song, he said, I'm gonna get on the track and say the most country and shit I could ever say because that's what they thought of us at the time.
Like Pimp C said he didn't want to do something because Tupac didn't like Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? But when I went back to it, that song was on like Hard Knock Life Volume 3. So like he had Hard Knock Life. No, he had the Can I Get a What like with
Money Cash Hoes?
Like he had Money Cash Hoes, like Can I Get It off the Rush Hour soundtrack. He had Hard Knock Life. Then he had Big Pimpin'. Like he was already 5 times platinum when this shit came out. So it's like that did open him up to a whole nother people, but it's like the way that he was saying this shit, like, man, like the nigga was already Jay. And then even the Biggie compared, like saying like the Biggie shit, Biggie the one that like put Jay-Z up with him. You know what I'm saying? Before Biggie was the one that's saying Jay-Z was his favorite rapper and shit like that. Biggie co-signed Jay-Z more than everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when Biggie died, yeah, Jay did step into like the savior of New York, but it ain't that everybody else put him there. Biggie put him there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then everybody else went along with it, but
like next up type
yeah,
stuff.
But like the person that put him next up was Big. You know what I'm saying? That was the thing. But Trick, the shit he said about Beyonce, I know he's sick about that because the Beehive like really don't play that shit.
Yeah, they give him reviews on this restaurant. Talking they drop his shit down to 2.5, like a 2-star.
Like I don't know about y'all know about like Yelp reviews and shit like that, but that's a big deal when your establishment got a 2.6 rating on it and shit like that. But I think they going a little too hard on Trick, man.
But when you fuck with Beyonce, they don't play that shit, dude.
And it's like
Beehive and them boards.
And it's OC. It's OC though. Like, did anybody ever think Beyonce can't sing?
I think she can jam.
Like
that's why I said because I've heard that.
Now that's definitely like that. Now
you just
whatever y'all was like.
You was up there mad, dude.
like you
She might not be the best vocalist, but she can sing, and she a great entertainer.
Yeah, that's what he said though. She be up there twirling off. Man, I go see Beyonce perform.
Yeah, great entertainer.
Oh, but he came back
That's
and
what
said,
he said
afterwards.
He said she's the greatest entertainer. But he said, I don't. It's my opinion that she can't. He said she can't sing. She ain't one of just like she ain't one of his best vocalists. She ain't Mariah Carey. She ain't.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why that shit is hating because
it's hating because what's your point?
No,
that's what I was.
No, maybe we say it all the time, and they hate if you give your opinion. They were just talking about Beyonce. So if he's just saying she can't sing, that's why it's hating. But if he was just like, she ain't my favorite singer or something like that, or she can't sing better than Whitney Houston, that wouldn't have been hating. Because
that's what he said though.
But after he said that afterwards, after he got the backlash, now he's trying to clear it up. But yeah, if you compare anybody to Whitney Houston or Mariah Carey, they might not be able to sing as good as them, but them was the two greatest singers of all time.
Man, she can sing.
When you say Beyonce can't sing, yeah, I don't know who thinks she can sing.
But
you put her in that company.
She can sing.
But that ain't what he did. He didn't put her in that. He put her in that company after everybody was like, "Nigga, you drunk? Like, what's wrong with you?" You know what I'm saying? Like, Trick.
They start sharing that mugshot again.
Yeah, man.
They're looking bad.
Shout out to Trick Daddy, man.
I like the Trick.
All in from DJ Stino. Live from Vegas. You're live on the podcast. Don't say nothing to incriminate yourself.
Man, it's up. Hey, I just wanted to call and tell y'all, man, happy 100 episode, man. Reason I love y'all niggas, man.
Love you too.
Happy anniversary to you.
Yeah, I'm out here with my anniversary, you know, being the wife, we doing things, we kicking it.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
That's what they say.
Get your tattoo, bro.
So don't ask me no questions when I come back.
Oh, we asking about the trip.
Hey, get your tattoo and pull your tooth out.
In episode 101, I got an announcement to make also.
Well, we are out. I already gave you some promo for the Nothing But the Cuts.
Oh, okay, well, thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, brother.
You know,
I appreciate you helping me out.
You know we do what we can. We talking about something right now though. So how you feel? Did you see Trick Daddy talking about Beyonce and Jay-Z?
Trick Daddy crazy. Trick Daddy trying to build some publicity for that. What's that? What's the Love and Hip Hop? Yeah, the new Love and Hip Hop. He on some bullshit.
It might be that because the show ain't his restaurant.
Yeah, he might have put his restaurant out of business playing around with the Beehive.
No, the Beehive don't play no games. They all bad reviews. When I get popped, when we get popped, we gotta fuck with the Beehive.
Friends of the house.
I fuck with the Beehive. Beyonce the greatest to be. They in here saying she can't sing and shit.
I bump heads with the Hive.
It is funny, but I feel like it would be funny now, like to mess with somebody that's in the Beehive. But like if that's messing your business up, that shit ain't really that funny.
No, it ain't funny no more. Losing money ain't funny.
Hell
yeah, man. I'm just calling in, man. Tell y'all, let's keep going, let's keep growing, man. See y'all when I get back. Much love.
Was you eating In-N-Out Burger?
You eating right now?
Oh man, y'all don't even need to know what I'm doing right now. Mind y'all business. Y'all have a great episode, man.
All right, bro.
Peace out.
All right, yeah. I don't want to hear nothing else. He hung up. Shout out to DJ Stino, man.
I got some shops out there.
But we'll get one more thing we say about Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Reasonable Doubt album turns 25, you know, round of applause to them. That's without that album, Lil Deuces sent me something and said something about the Reasonable Doubt album. Oh, he laughed, and I said, it wouldn't be none of your favorite rapper wouldn't been here, and no Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Without that album, they got a family, they got a tree of like all the things that spun just off of that album. Like you got Rihanna and J. Cole and Kanye West.
So like you don't feel like Jay-Z brought nothing to rap now?
I mean, he brought, I guess, whatever legacy he got, but as far as bars.
Put that you can put that album out. You can put that album out right now.
Right now it will fly.
You can put that album out right now on new beats, and the stuff you talking about then is relevant now.
Yeah.
You could put that
might be
out.
true, but the flow is still garbage.
Well,
He can
that's
talk about
opinion.
it,
Yeah,
but
that's
he
an
can't.
opinion.
If you, no, this ain't everything. If you was just to Google like greatest rap albums of all time, like, and you would just Google it, that would be like in the top 25 on like.
Mark Many number 1.
I didn't say it was number 1. It's not number 1. It's not number 1 rap album of all time.
So
I
what
don't
do you
think.
rate
Top 10?
All time?
Yeah.
that? Of all time.
To me, yeah. People that write articles and stuff like that, if you was to rank an album, like Illmatic, I don't think that's one of the greatest rap albums of all time. People that study hip hop, know more about hip hop than us, stuff like that know more than us,
90% of them.
they gonna put Illmatic in the top 5 of all time. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't like it, like I like It Was Written better than Illmatic, but Illmatic is known to be one of the greatest rap albums of all time. Whether you like it or not, that's just a factual thing. Same thing about Reasonable Doubt. That album turned 25, but while we've been off, it was a whole bunch of things going on where like it was like lawsuit after lawsuit. It was the photographer Jonathan Mena, he did that.
He just died. He just passed away?
No.
He ain't the one who passed away? Okay.
Jonathan Mena, shit, he did that rap, the DMX. He probably did. He did Reasonable Doubt. He did a lot of DMX albums. He did Tupac. He's a classic. He shot a lot of album covers and stuff. But he tried to make an NFT. What's up, dude?
You guys Google
Before you continue on 3 different sources, Reasonable Doubt is not in the top 15 albums of all time.
Thanks.
Where's
Thanks,
that?
dudes.
Well, I said 25 anyway.
No, you said top 10. You said
No,
top
I
10.
said top 10. I said, but if you look at it, be in the top 20.
All right, well, this is 15. This is all they got.
Thanks,
That's
dude.
cool, deuces.
Okay.
I would like to see. I like Devin Booker. I would like to see Chris Paul go ahead and get him one.
Yeah, I want to see Chris Paul win it so he can be solidified second greatest point guard of all time.
Second.
Yeah,
First.
Magic. He won 1 ring though. He's second.
Who is he behind right now?
Isaiah Thomas. John Stockton. He gonna jump both of them.
He can't jump both of them.
Jump both of them, though. John Stockton never won a ring.
John Stockton never won one. He probably
a lot of fucking
statistically,
stats.
he probably the best.
He
He
Dude's stats is crazy.
Statistically, I think he got the most.
He got the most assists, all type of shit.
Ever.
Most steals. Most wins. John Stockton is like statistically, like you just
He's
said.
the best point guard ever.
The only person you say Magic better because Magic like only got like 9 years. He only played like 9 years and he got 5 rings and shit like that. But John Stockton played like 20 years. The records ain't about to get broke. Like the assist records and Chris Paul might break that assist record, but he got to play like 5 more years. So.
Paul can hurt a lot though.
That's what I'm saying. He might. But Devin Booker. Joe Jack, you a Kobe fan. How you feel about people calling Devin Booker the next Kobe?
That's a reach.
Is it a far reach or you just think he just ain't there yet?
No, I think they saying it because of the relationship that they had. And, he keep them Kobe's on. Man, him and Kobe work together. He trained with Kobe a lot, so they got a similar game. But
I just think they play. I mean, if you just watch how Devin Booker play, he got like his game is very like similar to Kobe. You know what I'm saying?
Jordan.
Yeah.
Why would you mimic the great? But I don't think it's disrespectful, but it's just a little reach. Yeah. Because they had
Too
a
early,
bad
maybe?
relationship, though.
Too early?
Not too early. That Booker, nice. He different.
How many years he got in? 3?
I think this is 4th year in the league. This is first year in the playoffs. He about to go to the finals, though. And he averaging like 30 points a game. That was another reason too. Like Kobe first finals run, they stats is looking similar too. You know what I'm saying? How they were playing. I ain't mad at the comparison. I think Tatum is a lot like Kobe too. I like Tatum comparison to Kobe a lot too. But I ain't mad at that comparison. People like offended. I love Kobe just like everybody else, but that's what
Kobe was somebody died.
That's what I'm saying. That's the thing about sports. Like man, that's what they do. They compare people to people. Like they did it forever, trying to next Michael Jordan. Man, we was young, but Harold Miner and shit like that. They call people the next
Baby
Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
They call him Baby Jordan.
Glenn Rice. They compared Glenn Rice to Michael Jordan and shit. They finally got it right when it came to Kobe, but like it's gonna be the next 6'9" nigga that can pass the ball and dunk. They're gonna be like LeBron James and shit. Every slinky nigga they're gonna say Kevin Durant. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They tried it with Ben Simmons and shit. How y'all feel about Ben Simmons, man?
I seen a little clip when he was playing pickup ball. He was jacking that motherfucker.
Was shooting jumpers and shit.
See that shit?
Yeah, like no, do that when you out there with them niggas.
That's the odd. Everybody, you can say what you want about Ben Simmons and shit. I just think it's the weirdest shit ever. Like people, you can call him weak. Yeah, he can be all that. It's just I never seen no shit like that. Somebody that don't want to like shoot, you scared to shoot the ball. Like I just never seen it. Like you can't.
I mean, he ain't got a jumper three, but when he passed out that layup or that dunk, it could have been the motherfucker 6'11", 6'10". That was a dunk.
I thought he should have. That could have changed the momentum of the game. Trae Young, you would have dunked on him. I feel like they bogus though for like Embiid and everybody to say like the change. That was the changing point of the game.
That ain't bogus though.
Man, all right, what's the changing point of the game when you turned the ball over 3 times in a row for a wide open dunk? Like you spinning, nigga, tip the ball and get a wide open dunk. That you can't say that when you had crucial turnovers in the game.
That's a mistake trying to make a play though.
What was the point?
Yeah.
This nigga.
What was the lead at that moment?
It was like 1 point, 2 points. Like Joel Embiid had crucial turnovers in that game for like dunks. Like that changed the momentum of the game. That's like y'all play football. Like a pick six that fucked the whole momentum up. Like
It's easy,
10-0 run.
It's easy to throw.
It's his fault,
though.
though.
Simmons because
it's his fault.
He ain't really reached his full potential. He ain't playing up to his full potential. Embiid been carrying the team all playoffs. Yeah. So you can't really put it on Embiid because they wouldn't even be in that position.
I understand that, but I feel like that's weak for Embiid to put it on him in the press conference. He could have snapped on him in the locker room and shit.
I'm a firm believer keep shit in house.
Yeah, like it's cool. Like he could have, like Shaq was saying. Shaq said he would have whooped his ass. I just knocked his ass out. Kenny Smith like, yeah, I heard stories. Like, you know what I'm saying? But for you to get on the press conference and say like, what was the changing point of the game, and you bring that up like
instead of bringing up your turnover.
Yeah, like that was. And then even Doc Rivers, they were saying, "Can y'all win the championship with dude?" He was like, I can't answer that question. Like they all was shitting on dude. Like,
that's the thing about the press conferences though. That shit right after the game. Them niggas ain't even got time to sit there.
Ben Simmons though,
they hot at dude right now.
Yeah, but Ben Simmons. He I liked his answers in the press conference. He was just up there like, shit, I gotta get better. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I played terrible. Like he didn't place the blame on nobody else. You know what I'm saying?
He took it.
Took it.
Chucked it up.
You know what I'm saying? But
he'll be on a different team next year.
Gotta be on a different team.
Lakers pick him up.
Nah, I don't want that type of attitude.
Lakers pick him up.
We already got LeBron facilitating. We don't need no other facilitator.
Two facilitators. Say they supposed to get. Say they trying to get Dame Dash.
Damian Lillard.
Yeah. Well, that's that's what they call it.
Dame Dollar.
Dame Dollar. I call it Dame Dollar.
I would take. They said they just hired Chauncey Billups as the head coach of Portland Trail Blazers.
That ain't going well though.
That's
a lot of controversy.
Yeah, Dame didn't like that.
And then they talking about, I guess, allegedly some case Chauncey had back in the day, a couple years ago.
I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, Chauncey was nice though.
You know when
Big Shot
they put you in that head position, they went to digging and they said he had
the tweet from 50 years ago.
No more than a tweet.
Jason Kidd got a head coaching job.
So they say Kidd, did he get the job, or they say it was a front runner for?
He got it.
He in Dallas. Dallas, right?
Yeah, Dallas coach went to
Indiana. Yeah, Mark Carlisle.
I like to see, like you said, there's always been a controversy about black head coaches in the NBA. So, two of them just got jobs.
And 3 of them out of the 4 teams remaining are black head coaches.
One of them bald head.
Man, what the
like me and you, bro. One of them bald head like me and you, bro.
Shut the fuck up, man.
So is Chauncey Billups bald head? Yes or no?
Anyway,
it's me and you bald head.
Nate McMillan bald head too. So
at the moment, yeah, me and you is bald head.
I'm bald head for the whole summer.
You manscaped your head. he uses manscaped clippers to cut his head.
You can't manscape no baldy boy.
You could.
Try it, huh?
We ain't, hold up. Manscaped ain't sponsors right now. We ain't gonna plug them too much until we get that back.
I got Phoenix and Milwaukee.
I want to see Chris Paul get that ring. I don't like watching Milwaukee play. So
I'm not a fan of
garbage too.
NBA players.
Who? Giannis is garbage. I ain't gonna say garbage.
I'm not a fan of the NBA players gonna be working on their game.
I like how.
Who you think they'll be working on their game?
Giannis.
That's a lot. That dude work. Shout out to my nigga Kevon. Kevon was assistant with. He said that dude worked harder than anybody that he ever seen in life.
You can work hard and do nothing.
He need to work harder in certain areas.
Like what?
And you can work hard and not do nothing.
You can shoot every day.
You can run up and down the gym all fucking day.
Yeah, a shooting coach.
He got all that shit. Y'all think Giannis Antetokounmpo don't work on his jumper?
Why he dribble like that then?
What you mean?
Dribble like a kid.
She work on his free throw.
Dude don't have no. His game is just back up and then go full speed.
Athleticism.
No, you didn't see that butter roll yesterday.
He got some.
That's athleticism. That's
skill. That's skill.
He got some.
They do got skill.
Spin?
Who you comparing him to?
Huh?
Who you comparing him to?
Everybody else that they try to say he's better than.
So, but all right. So if he's not better than LeBron and KD, he kind of might be better than a lot of. Like he in the conversation to be just as good as all of them. Without a jumper though.
I just don't like his game.
Yeah, I mean you can not like his game. But
I hate watching dude play.
I don't like watching him play either. But
that's the most boringest 30 points I've ever seen in my life.
I can't do him and say he trash though. And I can't do him and say because his jump shot it improved. He improved a little bit every year. That shit. This ain't easy.
Yeah, last year
it took Rajon Rondo 15 years to get a jump.
They were saying he couldn't win the championship last year. Now he almost in the Eastern Conference Final now.
Yeah.
With a rebuild team.
Yeah, just because Brooklyn got hurt for real.
Oh, we ain't had a podcast today. I was so happy. I just want to just tell y'all because I told y'all that shit wasn't gonna work. I didn't say how it wasn't gonna work. I just said it wasn't gonna work. It didn't work.
I said Milwaukee was gonna win.
Damn, they got injured. They lost by 50 the last. They lost by 50.
Who?
Bucks. Like that shit they would have fucking around got swept. Like that shit wasn't even.
Oh man, I was so happy. KD airball, and then the way he airballed that joint, like yes. Like when Carlton airballed the joint on the episode.
I see
that. Man, I love that right there. I called all my homeboys as Nets fans. Nobody answered the phone. I was blocked.
I got something right. If y'all paid attention, Nick Cannon had 4 kids this year.
That was kind of sad.
In like 7 months.
So he got 4 kids in 1 year.
He got another set of twins. That's dope. I ain't gonna lie.
2 sets of twins.
Twins, period.
How y'all feel about? Y'all think that's like crazy to have that many kids? You think he tripping or?
And his reason was
I
super
mean,
slick.
I would say he was tripping until like
That's what he
said
said.
like,
I'm gonna play. This is a clip of House.
Near-death situations, life-threatening situations. It's honest. It's real. I feel like, I'm running out of time. When every time I think I'm doing good, then I gotta go back to hospital, and it's like I almost died this time, but the blood clotted. I don't fear it. I welcome it. I got to a space now where it's like it's probably gonna happen. I'm probably gonna die sooner than most people, and because that's what the doctor said. But I'm living life like. So what did the doctor? Might die in the morning, so that's all night. Like what? Yeah, right. Well, now you got a point. Doctor, why wear condoms? I might not be here tomorrow.
So everybody don't know what the reason is for his thing, but Nick Cannon got lupus, so like
real bad.
He always gets sick and stuff like that. So people would speculate like he think he might be about to die or something like that. So he's just trying to spread his seed around.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with it.
Hey, y'all think it's cool?
I mean,
He can pay for it.
One thing I did see though that kind of had me thinking, I don't know if it was in the comments or something. So what y'all think is like? Some people said that's selfish though.
That's my point.
Okay, say you do have X amount of
So
kids. Let's say
he leaving kids in the world that's without a father.
Yeah, like that's
what y'all
weak.
think about that?
I don't like this shit. Like me personally,
Even though he leaving money and
my pops died at 6. Well, I was 6 years old, so it's like I know about growing up. Like, yeah, it's cool. You got money, you can afford it and shit. That's tight, but I want my pops. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely want my pops and shit like that. And you think you about to die, so you just gonna have a whole bunch of kids. I feel like that ain't really cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the one. There was a lot of other people saying like, he can't, even if he don't, like, he ain't dying. Like, God forbid, I hope he don't, nothing happen to Nick Cannon. But they were saying he's selfish because if you got all them kids, there's no way you can raise your kids with all that shit. And I feel like that's too much though, because you speculate, you don't know what he got going on.
Yeah, and then like I said, he talking about he might die. He got a condition. So that's not saying that he's finna die tomorrow. He never said that, but he just kind of like living his life. I don't know. I feel different. I feel like, you know, when you great, like he's pretty good at the shit that he do. Like he gifted, and I feel like that goes a long way. And why wouldn't you want to pass that down?
What you mean, like this?
I mean, them and them kids.
Yeah.
Like skills and gifts and stuff like that, like LeBron. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to hate on Nick Cannon. What's Nick Cannon great at? Business?
Yeah.
That's something you pass down.
You can.
That mindset, the drive, like the attitude.
But that's the thing, he gotta be around to teach.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that's like an ability though. Like, yeah, what you say about LeBron or something like that.
But he got a mind too though.
Yeah.
So I think that's more what Joe Jackson.
I think that's like, more important than like the abilities.
Yeah, because you can learn.
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like you could teach your kids about your business savvy and shit like that. I'm trying to figure out what Nick Cannon is good at.
Keep having them. Man, just get that Nipsey documentary.
Yeah, he's supposed to be working on that.
You talking about everything else but that.
Now that Dr. CB. Yeah,
oh yeah.
I fuck with Nick Cannon, man, but I don't know.
That nigga gotta really be sick though to just say some shit like that. Like, I think he might be. I hope not, but.
Oh, he is. He definitely sick.
Yeah, he can say some shit like that. He said, doctor said, I don't know how you like.
Yeah, that lupus a motherfucker, man. You know, I got an aunt. You know what I'm saying? She passed away. She had lupus. She was always sick. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, never seen it. Not
Something
sick
about
and
the
shit.
blood
Yeah, you know, like that lupus, it'll slow you down. Same things like sickle cell and shit like that. Them people that have them type of disease. Like, my father had sickle cell, so it's like, I know about that. Like, people just slow you down. Like, no matter what, you everything could be going good, and sickle cell pain come out of nowhere, and it's deep. But shout out to Nick Cannon, man. You know, spreading his seed around. You know what? I hate the double standard though. Yeah, I like all the people saying stuff about Nick Cannon. I seen more love than, you know what I'm saying, some hate, because the women was like excited. Show that same love to Future for having all the damn kids. Like, they talk about Future like a dog. You know what I'm saying? He doing the same shit.
He ain't sick though.
He doing the same shit, man. Yeah, man.
Had them kids, man. Kids gonna be alright. I grew up in a single parent household.
You raising the stakes that you having like 10 kids, one of them gonna be fucked up.
Oh, most definitely. First of all, I'm not a fan of having a whole bunch of kids. I'm not at all. Too many responsibilities, because I care too much. Because, I mean, y'all know a lot of dudes that just have a kid, like, I'm gonna have another shorty, bro. It's nothing to them. Like, I could never be that. That's a life altering thing.
I just have to have hella bread. But I'm saying, you had 10 kids, one of them probably gonna be a serial killer.
More than one.
That's what I'm saying though. You raising the risk.
I feel like even if
serial killer,
even if I come up on that type of money, I still don't think I would want to have a whole bunch of kids.
I don't like kids that don't got no siblings.
like golden child.
Yeah, I don't like.
They be spoiled and shit too.
I hate them.
You talking about me?
They be in prison.
Huh?
You only child?
I'm on my mom's side.
You ain't the only child.
You grew up with other.
But me and my brother 10 years apart, so
yeah, I don't like kids like that though.
You grew up by yourself though.
Like being around them or not.
You saying that about something right now?
Yeah, put that on the list too.
I think
only child.
I wasn't talking about you, good. I didn't even know that because I'm knowing that you got a brother.
All right, man. Let's transfer to music. And round of applause. Juice will love this. Lil Baby receives ASCAP Songwriter of the Year.
Songwriter of the Year. That's not even better than artist of the year. Songwriter of the year. I mean, wrote that shit.
That dude, that is kind of what that means. You can't even write. You can't even a little speculation that he don't write his raps and shit like that. That means he wrote a couple jams for some other people too.
Just say Dominique Jones on it.
That's his real name?
Dominic Jones. No nigga named Dominic.
Dominic. What about Dom off Fast and Furious?
Name was Dom.
His real name was Dominic though. They call him
And
that.
they probably beat the fuck out of somebody for calling him
What about the
Dominic.
one on
His woman called him Dominic.
Call me Dom.
Yeah.
Call me Dom.
Dominic? That's weak as fuck, dude.
Everything
about
Dominic
that
off of Kindergarten Cop. What is his name?
Was that his name of Kindergarten Cop?
That little black dude?
His name was
No, not
Dominic.
Cop in the Half.
Oh, yeah, Kindergarten Cop, you're right.
I don't remember that movie.
Dominic the kid.
Dominic.
Yeah.
I don't remember that movie. I seen it. I just don't remember. Cop and a Half.
What kind of childhood you have?
I seen the weak ass movie. But I like watching movies with black people in them, man. So
that's cool.
Anyway, but Lil Baby wins that. Other people won. I remember like 50 Cent won that shit like that. Most of the time when people win that award, their career goes downhill after that. So congratulations.
History shows, huh?
Yeah, man. Because it's hard to keep up that level of hits. You know what I'm saying? But he's in good company, you know. Drake's won that, 50 Cent, Ja Rule, Cardi B, Lil Wayne. He in legendary company. Shout out to Lil Baby.
I'm trying to tell y'all, man.
Y'all heard Migos' new album? Did we talk about? We ain't talking about that.
Like that album, boy.
I ain't check it out yet.
They Migos, boy.
Migos' new album, you like that?
Yeah, you really like the Migos. They swear double watches and shit.
I don't like them. That album was pretty good, though. I like Takeoff.
Takeoff is nice.
Takeoff cut up.
Deuce, you like Migos' album?
I ain't heard it.
You ain't heard it? They
I can see Duke being a Migo.
fucking never. You ain't got no jewelry, dude.
Huh?
That's
That's the only thing you missing?
That's the most important thing. Dude.
I got a grill.
You gotta have ice. You gotta be ice. You gotta have 2 watches on.
Two
Migos,
rollers.
dude.
2 rollers and 2 bracelets.
I like the Migos album though. Huh?
I heard it was weak.
You heard the album was weak? No, that album was.
I haven't personally heard it though, so I can't.
Culture 3.
I think it was real good. I didn't like they last album, Culture 2. I like the Culture 1. And that album good though. You know, a lot of people was saying I seen a lot of good. I didn't see nobody really hating on the album because a lot of people was counting them out. Like I think we had a conversation on here before. Like Migos kind of fell off and shit like that. But
I don't think we talked about them falling off. We just talked about them not being active. Like they hadn't really put them out.
yeah, but they put their little. It was talking their shit, you know, because if you listen to them, they like Lil Baby. He raps just like them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like
They paved the way for.
yeah, a lot. That's this whole generation though. Like they've been in the game almost 10 years, so it's like
Humpty Dump rap.
you know what I'm saying?
You don't like Migos either? No. I like that. That one was good though.
They make good music.
I like the Migos.
I can't say they're the best rappers, but they make good songs. They make good music.
But to me, they pretty good rappers. Though.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
They're good rappers. They wouldn't be up there with the best rappers, but they make good music.
That's one thing though too. Like we talk, we sit on here, we talk about rap and shit like that, and it's like we watching that Soulja Boy shit, and like my brother Raphael was watching the Soulja Boy shit, and every time Soulja Boy plays a song, he was like, he is fucking terrible, like he is trash and shit like that, because his raps are so simple. If you to be like one of the best in the game and shit, you have to be able to rap though. Like that's still, no matter what you say about like all the people and shit, like all the rappers and shit, like there ain't nobody that ever be held up to like one of the best in the game status that like a Lil Pump or some shit like that. You never seen like none of them niggas like they the best or some shit like that to be one of the best. Exactly, you know what I'm saying. But like people would say some shit like Lil Pump is
He's
like,
weirdo.
he fucking up rappers, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But like nobody is holding them type of trash people to the standard of like being the best in the game.
Who the fuck listens to these people to get them all these streams? That's what I be trying to figure out.
Yeah, I don't know where niggas be getting all these streams and shit from. But Yo, Jack, you talking about the Olympics? Like people qualified for the Olympics. The black women is killing shit out there. Shout out to Simone Biles. She was in St. Louis eating emos and shit.
Was she?
Yeah.
She had the colors outfit ever. She got a goat stitched into her uniform.
And she got goat slides and everything. They were saying that's arrogant for her to do that.
We live in, it's like the generation of popping your shit. Like in order for that to offend you, like you gotta be a hater.
Do better.
Like I like for people to talk their shit, own that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if they call you the greatest, you call like Lil Baby say you fit the description. I mean you can disagree, but you can say that.
When you Simone Biles though, and it's like you got all them gold medals, you kind of is a goat. That's like if Tom Brady had a goat shit on like.
Who gonna say something?
You can't really say nothing, man.
I guess you're supposed to be humble. I guess that's what they mean.
Yeah, I mean,
to me that's
it's not worth winning if you can't win big. It's like Ducks. It ain't worth it. She can win big. Anybody can beat these pansies.
And she living up. Like it ain't like she washed up or nothing. She's still doing tight ass shit.
Yeah, she doing shit.
That's like Michael Phelps having a swim cap with a goat on it.
I would like to see that.
There's some goats, man.
For real, like that's.
When you are a goat, like you can wear a goat.
But people still gonna this day and age. People still gonna find a way to say that that's.
But it's always people that's gonna disagree with you, though.
To me, it's not even just haters. It's people that's insecure and not confident in themselves. So like they never really like people to. I feel like she's doing too much. The bitches, women that say that type of stuff, I feel like she's doing too much. They not doing enough, or they care too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you care what somebody else is doing?
Yeah, and like old girl, I don't want to mess her name. Her last name Richardson. I know. Sha'Carri Richardson. She won. She qualified for the Olympics 100-yard dash and stuff. People were saying stuff about her nails and her hair. Like, fam, what they got to do with her running?
Yeah. Obviously nothing.
Yeah.
Still dusty, them motherfuckers.
But yeah, they doing their thing, man. They say that BET Awards on it says the year of the women. Women definitely doing their thing, qualifying for the Olympics.
It's gonna be some shit over there in Tokyo. They already making rules.
They saying they can't protest.
You can't get caught with Black Lives Matter shirt on and shit like that.
Hey, but I want to say something about that too. They put the NBA roster out right for the Olympics. The Olympics, well, the basketball.
Some people don't belong.
It ain't even just some people, just one person.
Draymond.
No, Kevin fucking Love. They did that shit because they didn't want to send an all-black team over there. Like, that's just stupid. That's some dumb ass. Like, fam, we've been watching basketball. When have we ever spoke on Kevin Love on this podcast? Some shit like that.
He can go post up his shit.
No, it's old boy from the Suns, Aiden, because they could have picked him up. There's so many other people. They picked dude up to be the token white guy. That man ain't been the best player. He don't even play. He just waiting to get traded and shit. Like that dude don't even play. Like he shouldn't have qualified for no Olympic team and shit.
Somebody else out. He took a shot.
He definitely. They just wanted a token white dude. Just.
I didn't even pay attention to that when I looked at that.
That shit weak. I don't like this.
I thought it was
suspect.
I ain't seen him play and shit. I don't know.
Like Kevin Love he don't be hurt. He just won't play because they trying to trade him.
I didn't see him scream mental health.
But he ain't been sitting out for that. He been that ain't why he's sitting out though. Like they trying to trade him.
After he what the fuck that shit he did? He pass the ball to the other team or some shit, or pass the ball back to his teammate and just walk off the court. He did some crazy shit. They didn't even play for the rest of the year.
But that man,
I feel like they got a nice roster though. They're gonna slap some people around.
Yeah, we're gonna take care. They're gonna take care of that. They're gonna take care of that. They got Kevin Durant, Dame,
Booker.
Yeah, it's over. It's cool. Like that's gonna get handled. I just seen that roster, but it's just that just make it seem like, fam, y'all just need a token white dude. Like it's cool, bro. Like black people run basketball. Like
I feel like a lot of them niggas that was in the. Well, I know why they playing because it's the Olympics. That's a big deal. But man, them niggas they still ain't gonna get no rest.
Oh, you saying they shouldn't play with the rest and shit?
Some of them I wouldn't if I was them, but
I think, but a lot.
This ain't no summer games.
It ain't really a lot of older people. It's only like Kevin Durant and I think James Harden is playing. But other than that,
I don't think he's playing.
Who?
James Harden, yeah, he pulled out.
He might have pulled out, but like so Kevin Durant, like all them other people was like they never experienced the Olympics, you know. So
With Draymond.
yeah, Draymond and KD the only two.
Yeah,
and Draymond would be
garbage,
alright.
man.
Yeah, he could play some defense and shit.
Garbage, man.
Pass the ball to Bradley Beal and shit.
Fuck around, go over there, average 20 and 10.
Who?
Draymond.
Fuck no, he couldn't. No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't.
Too many scores on the team.
Well, yeah, with that, but I'm just saying, like, he could, though, if they
No, he couldn't. No, he couldn't.
You don't think so?
Draymond Green
In the
couldn't.
Olympics, though?
No. Draymond Green couldn't have no 20 points and no. Hell no. Them the best players. The American that lost in the Olympics before. They had Tim Duncan and Allen Iverson on their team. They had LeBron, Melo, and D Wade on their team. Still lost.
Is that old fault?
Yeah. They try to blame everything on my nigga AI.
Yeah, it's his fault.
Definitely will. Fucking never.
That's what they told me.
Shout out to Cardi B. She having her second baby with Offset.
What they gonna name this one? What, the first one was Culture, right?
Culture 2. What's up?
That would be kind of hard. It would look good on paper. Not when the motherfucker get
That's like
15 years old. Yeah, but like it's on paper.
That's lazy as hell. But on the BET Awards, they celebrating your boy, KD, DMX.
Yeah, right.
They said Busta Rhymes.
Like they said nowadays, as they should.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Griselda. Griselda gonna be on there performing the track they got with him. And said Busta Rhymes is leading it. I guess they was real close. And, you know, one of the greatest performers of all time. Swiss Beats.
Speaking of Griselda, what's up with your boy?
Oh yeah.
What's going on with that?
Jim, we was talking about that list that B-Dot put that list out of top 10 rappers. Jim felt some type of way. He felt like he should be higher than 10. You know, rap is competitive. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, anybody that rap, they feel like they're the best. But so he did an interview with B-Dot and they was talking. And he basically he said he'd rap with anybody on that list. And I don't know why though. He said
Conway.
He brought it like that. He named everybody, but for some reason they got stuck on Conway, and they just got. He said a scenario where basically because you know Jim trying to make some money, so Jim man, we can set it up like a boxing match. He can do his verse, I can do my verse. We can battle. We can do whatever you want to do. They can film us in the studio, however you want to do it. And while he was saying all that, he was just using Conway machine name and shit. So like a day later, Conway, I guess he seen it and was like, I got time today. And he started posting he got like 4 songs with Jim. So he posting like songs verses that he got on tracks with Jim. Like, man, I done killed this nigga 30 times. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so Conway just posting videos on his page. He just kept posting and shit. Like, we can do it anytime. So Jim responded and was saying, we can do it on this and this and that.
So they want to do it.
They didn't explain the details, but I feel like it's gonna be a diss record coming soon. Like I don't think it'll get like crazy personal, but remember how Tory Lanez was dissing people, going back and forth with people a couple years ago and shit. I think it'll be something like that. Yeah. Jim gonna say some slick shit though.
Yeah, get you that.
He probably had Cam help him.
Can't get his ass out of this one.
Cam will help him out though.
Can't get him out of this one.
Cam will fuck Conway up. You know what I'm saying? Cam, he undefeated against all ghosts. Nas, Jay, and 50. You know what I'm saying? Cam fucked all 3 of them up, you know. So. But no, I think it'd be entertaining. I like competition in music and shit. Like we done had conversations about it. Like people don't really like diss records and shit, but that's what hip hop was built off of, like the competition. It ain't got to get Tupac hit him up disrespectful, but
we'll need a little more rap.
Yeah, you know, but shit, the way rappers dying anyway, they might as well get the rapper.
Man, shout out to life, man. But for real, we ain't celebrated. I mean, we ain't talking about no deaths lately and stuff. We ain't really had none of that, knock on wood. But shout out to life.
Now that you bring that up,
I mean, for a minute it was,
Shout out to Lil Durk. He lost his brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to his brother. You know, he lost his brother and shit.
For the most part, we really haven't took many L's lately.
I just think young people need to realize they think it's like a video game or something like that. Like they take this shit for granted. You know, it's cool to get old, man. That's something like I want to be like Deuce just said. Y'all old heads. I want to be an old head. I can't wait to be 50. Shit like that, man. I want to see my grandchildren and everything. You know,
Yeah. Embracing that shit.
Mm-hmm. But
KD definitely. KD been old as
he can't wait.
20.
He can't wait. I was talking about Griselda. Travis Scott did he got a collab with Dior. You know, he's the collab king, Travis Scott. He got a collab with Dior. He did with
not a fan of
the Dior. I didn't see none of the stuff. But they were doing the fashion show, and during the fashion show they was playing like music, unreleased music. So, you know, my nigga West Side Gun from Griselda, you know, he come on the track, he boop 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 boop, he doing all that shit. They was playing a snippet with Travis Scott and like West Side Gun and shit like that. That's dope, cause I've been talking about them for a long time on here.
You watching that, bro?
They doing shit with Travis Scott. They on the BET Awards and shit. They going back and forth with Jim Jones and shit. So I like to see that shit. Like people,
you watch them grow,
grinding on the come up. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. And then you get a Travis Scott co-sign. Like that's a big deal, man. So shout out to them. People,
you watch them grow,
grinding on the come up. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. And then you get a Travis Scott co-sign. Like that's a big deal, man. So shout out to them. This is the last thing we're gonna talk about, right? I want to know what y'all thing is, right? Before Country Grammar came out 21 years ago today. Shout out to Nelly. Country Grammar, classic album. But it's a new documentary on Netflix called like This Is Pop or something, and it's about music, pop music and shit. I watched the first episode, but the first episode was about Boyz II Men and how Boyz II Men came out, and Boyz II Men literally the biggest thing in music for like 3 years. Like they broke every fucking record and shit like that. But then all them NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, 90 Degrees came out, and they like kind of outshined Boyz II Men. Like Boyz II Men didn't really fall off, but like you would think like, damn, what happened to Boyz II Men? Shit, NSYNC and them, they the white Boyz II Men, like the same type of shit, and it kind of messed it up. So it is a good. That first episode was very dope. But episode 2, I didn't see it yet, but it was T-Pain was on it. And then T-Pain, he tell us. I'm gonna play this clip.
Story about you and Usher on an airplane.
We was actually going to the 2013 BET Awards, and we were all in first class. I was awakened by the flight attendant. She said, Usher would like to talk to you in the back. So I got up and went back, and it was like, how's everything going? And he was like, man, I want to tell you something, man. I was like, what's good? I thought he was about to tell me something real. He sounded real concerned. He was like, man, you kind of fucked up music. I didn't understand. Usher was my friend. He was like, nah, man, you really fucked up music for real singers. Is he right? Did I fuck this up? Did I fuck up music? That is the very moment, and I don't even think I realized this for a long time. That's the very moment that started like a 4-year.
That wasn't the only thing, but that just on top of other stuff, that was like the icing on the cake. Like that's like if you play basketball, you meet Michael Jordan, and you like, yeah, fam, you fucked up the game of basketball. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
not Mike, maybe like Magic, like, you know what I'm saying? Like one of the greats.
Yeah, Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like somebody, that's T-Pain. I'm sure he looked up to Usher. You know what I'm saying? Like Usher tell you like, man, you fucked this shit.
He probably thinking like he want to collab with me or something. He trying to congratulate me. He's like, hey, let me holler at you, my boy.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a fucked up thing to say, man. I'm minding my business and you going out your way to tell me I fucked up music.
I had to let him know.
But and then Usher, fam, like you using auto-tune and all that shit too, nigga.
After the fact. After he already fucked it up.
So you think he owe an apology?
I feel like Usher was on bullshit, fam. That shit out of line.
Fucked up music for the real singers.
No, he didn't.
That's what he said.
How, you think he did? You agree with him?
I don't know what point of view Usher was, you know what I'm saying, looking at it from. I don't know where Usher
Maybe
was
he
at.
was saying at a point because
I don't know
everybody
where he was
started
at in that
using
headspace. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know where he was coming from or what aspect, you know what I'm saying, he was
I know I'm asking you. Do you think what you think
I'm
about
just
you?
talking about
I'm asking,
I don't believe auto-tune ruin music. I like auto-tune.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. I don't believe
Like
it
some
ruined
innovative
music.
music.
Yeah.
Like some new shit.
As long as you don't own it.
Well, it wasn't new, but we all heard Computer Love.
Roger and Zach.
I think Usher should have minded his business and being himself.
I feel like that was
Be
OC.
yourself.
I feel like that was OC for Usher to say just since Usher like used that shit, you know.
He got on the wave.
But
You think he was trying to like throw him off them? Like basically what he ended up doing? You think that was his goal?
I don't know. That's why I think it was
This
bullshit.
nigga
Like we were just
like,
talking.
let me.
That what we were just talking about though. Like what is hating when it's like what you mean by that?
Yeah.
Like when you just saying volunteer shit, bad information to me. Like what the fuck? Why you telling me this?
And I want to know like did he say it just walk off?
They was on the plane.
I'm just saying, but like
Right,
when he was explaining it, yeah, like he was confused. Like he still don't understand what he meant by that. So like, did he just say that shit just kind of like, yeah, but have a nice trip though. I see you
Right did.
Yeah, like,
You want something to drink? Yeah.
Like that's something somebody say you start laughing. I'm like, ha, you wild.
He
And then
walk off,
he's
like-
just serious though. Like,
That's how he said it. He's like, oh wait, you for real?
yeah, man. I feel like a lot of people tried it and they couldn't really pull it off, but I wouldn't say he messed up music, man. T-Pain is dope, man. He really.
I think
And the reason why he can say T-Pain can say not really because T-Pain can really sing.
Now, he couldn't back then.
I can't say that. How can you just automatically just sing?
I think what
I'm not assuming it's a fact.
How's it a fact?
Charlamagne the God had him on the radio.
And all he said, I just learned how to sing.
No, listen. He had him on the radio, and when T-Pain first came out, he made T-Pain sing live on the radio. It was terrible. He gave him like Donkey Today. This was before the Breakfast Club. This was like he was in South Carolina. That embarrassed him so much. Then he took singing lessons and took singing seriously. It's like a story. And like,
But he still had some type of singing.
he couldn't sing. He couldn't sing at all.
You can't say that.
He said
you gotta have some type of singing ability to be a singer. You know what I mean?
Deuces, you tell him about auto-tune. You don't have to know how to sing. Use auto-tune. Tell him about auto-tune. That should have helped you sing.
But you like to make you get into that lane. You know, I know he using auto-tune to enhance his singing ability or whatever. But you don't think that you like to get into music. Like I'm gonna do music. You don't think that you gotta have some type of singing ability.
You got
And then
writing
just
ability.
Use that to enhance it.
No.
Absolutely not auto-tune.
Yeah. This is T. I'm not. T-Pain said he couldn't sing.
I don't think you can learn how to sing.
No, I'm just saying.
Yes, you can.
But
you can learn how to sing.
Yeah, you get singing coaches and all that stuff. But like, but you don't just be like, oh, I'm gonna be a singer. Like you had to have some type of singing ability before, and then you used it. You know what I'm saying? Then auto-tune just enhanced it. Yeah.
No,
That's just like me.
You can do it. You can do it.
I know, but what would make me
with the ball head, Tyrese?
What would make me? and that'll work. Yeah.
You in the rain? I can see you.
Well, that's just my opinion. What would make a person wanna get into music if they didn't have a singing ability
because they want to be a singer?
Because they want to. I wish I could sing, but like people love music.
Well, no, but most people.
He can write. He can still write. He still
have some type of singing ability.
No, but he was talented. He's a talented writer.
He just wasn't as good as he thought he was. You know what I'm saying?
That's my.
And he probably can sing better than you and I.
Excuse me.
So do you have any singing ability at all?
No.
I think all black
I
people.
can promise you, I can put you in the studio and you'll sound like a
You sound like
star when I'm done.
like that's what I'm saying. Like
I think that
I'm
was.
gonna get with you, deuces. We're going.
like dude couldn't like no. It's audio of it though. Like he couldn't. He sounded horrible. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's the angle.
But at the
Usher
same
was
time,
taking.
like how many people can sing? It ain't a whole bunch of people that can really sing a cappella, like sing live.
Professional singers.
Yeah, it sound real good.
Yeah, it's a lot of them that really can't.
Yeah, but they can sing a little bit. Like
I think that was the lane.
T-Pain couldn't sing it all though, but he couldn't sing.
I don't think that. I think that's the lane Usher was taking.
We'll play it after. I'll play it for you. After.
Even though he still shouldn't have said the shit or still kind of hating, but I think that was what he meant though. He didn't necessarily mean like you fucked it up. Well, that's what he meant. But what I'm saying is like, okay, T-Pain made it cool for everybody to use auto-tune.
Mm-hmm.
So now he basically saying like nobody can tell who can really sing and who really can't.
Yeah.
So
That's what he
T-Pain,
meant.
Steph Curry, the
basically
game.
Yeah. Because now Usher basically like, okay,
And you don't probably
I
didn't
can
appreciate
really
it
sing.
until after the
Yeah,
fact.
I can really sing, but they
Some
gonna
people still
hold
won't
this
appreciate
motherfucker
it.
up over here that's using auto-tune. But they got us in the same.
I feel like that's
bracket.
I
When
feel
I'm
like,
really singing though.
I feel like that's a way kind of he messed it up in a way like now like what Katie was saying. Why would somebody get in music they couldn't sing? Now people that don't have no singing ability at all, they see T-Pain, they like, well, shit, I could just put auto-tune in my shit. I can make music now. Like I feel like that happened to a lot of people. And I feel like even more, it's so many people that can't rap. But it's people making money that can't rap that's rapping. That's why everybody raps now. It's like, there's a lot of people. But I wouldn't put that on T-Pain because T-Pain was making great music.
But if you not a rapper, like you really don't give a fuck that much. But if you a rapper, like that shit is disrespectful to you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you a singer, like that shit was disrespectful to him. So maybe when he seen him, it was just like he just said what the fuck was on his mind. He might not even intended any ill will. You know what I'm saying? He might just said what was on his mind as a vocalist, as a singer that been doing this shit forever.
Yeah, and that's kind of where I was going with it. Like I don't think he meant to, discourage him like he did, but like you said,
You think it's fucked up though? Like, I think it's kind of fucked up if I said some shit, right? And like I hurt your feelings or something like that. And then like 4 years later, you tell the world that I hurt your feelings and you never said nothing to me. Not saying that T-Pain never said nothing to Usher. Like, what if he never told Usher that you fucked me up when you said that shit? Like, because everybody was killing Usher. T-Pain had to get on there and like apologize for Usher. Like, Usher, that's my boy. Like, we ain't got no beef. Because people was like, Usher bogus and said, why did he say that? Like, what? He probably never said nothing. Usher probably didn't know he hurt his feelings or none of that shit. But like, I feel like it's messed up when you say something. If we had a conversation, then you tell everybody, man, such said that shit, and I didn't even know we was beefing.
Like to go public is kind of weird, but I don't think it's messed up because you know how many people avoid controversy. Like what I'm saying, that's an awkward ass space for a lot of people to even be in. You know what I'm saying? Like most people be thinking like, man, you guys don't say to me, just come say it to me. Everybody can't do that shit. Though.
People pussy.
You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't true. You know, it's like motherfucker. Everybody can't. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never checked everybody that said something about you or had beef with you or some shit like that. Family members or motherfuckers on the streets. Like it just don't go like that. Everybody just don't be having the conversation the motherfuckers be talking about. Just have this conversation. Everybody don't have those conversations or can't have those conversations. So like that ain't motherfuckers just don't be like on the real nigga shit all the time. Like we don't holler at you though. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit just don't be going like that.
I don't know. You hurt my feelings or something like that. I don't know. But I just thought that was interesting. You think that was worth T-Pain like?
Yeah, that's big. That's a big deal.
Being depressed about it.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. Yeah.
Everybody don't take it. I'll tell you can't sing, or I'll tell you that you fuck you. Yeah, you take it bad. He probably was. He said he was depressed. Like that was part of the reason.
He said that's what sent
it was
him.
part of the reason what depressed him for so long because he probably thinking like, damn, did I really fuck it up? You know, so he questioning himself. And yeah,
it's similar to. We go back a couple episodes when we talked about the Kwame Brown shit.
Yeah.
What Mike said to him. What Kobe said to him. that crushed him. It's very similar to, even though Kwame Brown wasn't T-Pain. I'm gonna put that out there. No, I'm gonna put that out there. You know what I'm saying? Kwame Brown wasn't on T-Pain status, but just as a little low looking up to these OGs and the OGs just shit on you. Like, yes, that probably will fuck with somebody's mental.
Mm-hmm. Especially when you think you doing your shit.
Yeah, I'm on my shit. Nigga, I got these number ones and I've been in my bag. Like, I'm kicking it. Like, you like, hey, man, let me holler at you.
Yeah, man.
He think he finna say, I like what you doing.
I want to collab. Some of that, though.
You fuck music.
This is the last thing I'm going to say about music. I think Tory Lanez is the new R. Kelly.
Elaborate on that.
Please.
Let me elaborate. No pedophile shit.
Free R. Kelly.
I just think he is a super talented young man where even if it come out that he shot that young woman, he gonna be alright out here.
That's a bad motherfucker.
That type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like his talent.
And that go against what you said at the beginning.
I'm not saying I'm still gonna fuck with him.
No, I'm just not saying that you gonna fuck with him at all. That go against what you said. You canceled him before anybody canceled him. You canceled him.
Oh no, but I still if he come out that he shot that girl, I'm still not fucking with him.
It don't matter if you fuck with him or not. I'm saying you said he was canceled. He was going to be canceled.
I'm saying I can't cancel the nigga from the world.
No, you said he was going to be canceled. You said it was over with.
Okay, I was wrong.
We just got
You're not saying he was wrong. He just said.
But this is still a throw out, like a hot take, like because I could be. If it come out like a video and he shows this nigga shooting at the girl, it still might be over for him.
We would have seen that already.
No, that's what I'm saying. It still might be over, but just the fact that he'll never be as big as he would have been, but he's still gonna be.
Yeah, take the Chris Brown role.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. I don't think he'll ever be even as big as Chris Brown. But
what I'm saying is just the Chris Brown role. You could have been this. You got into some trouble. And then you had to shake that trouble off, but he's still going to sing and just too talented not to.
Yeah, that's why I compare him to R. Kelly, because after that shit came out, like no, but if you peep,
I liked it. Chris.
If you peep, Chris Brown will still be on the awards, winning Grammys and everything like that. After that shit happened to R. Kelly, the black community still loved R. Kelly. R. Kelly wasn't invited to shit though like that no more. Like it was. He was kind of blackballed, but it's like it's even better now. You can't blackball nobody because the internet and shit like that. But Kels was still putting out Trapped in the Closet. Like BET might still fuck with him, but like MTV, they cool on him, like shit like that. But I Could Believe I Can Fly, Kels was on everything type shit. That's why I compare him to them. But did y'all see Megan Thee Stallion and them still beefing over the baby doing the song with Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez had a video, #1 video on YouTube and all that. That's more the baby effect. Like the baby just the hottest person. If the baby do a music video with us, we'll have a #1 hit too. Like that's just how hot that dude is. But it was #1 trending video, and it wasn't supposed to come out. Megan Thee Stallion beefing with. This is the last thing we're gonna say. It was a retweet.
I think it was the tweet that got him.
The tweet. It was a tweet. Somebody tweeted said that the baby and Tory Lanez got something in common. They both shot people and they ain't go to jail for it. Allegedly, the baby retweeted that
and deleted it.
He tried to delete it and he said he wouldn't delete it. He said he never retweeted it and he would even post a video of him trying to delete the tweet and Twitter wouldn't let him do it. So he like, man, I don't know what the fuck I got going on. Like I ain't tweet that. Like whatever. Megan Thee Stallion comment.
So he didn't tweet it, but he had a video of him trying to delete.
It was on his page, so.
But he didn't do it.
He said he didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, could have been somebody on his team. It could have been a lot of scenarios and shit, but it definitely wouldn't let him like delete the tweet. You know, and that caught like a lot of people's attention. Megan Thee Stallion said something about it, and they got the beefing. And then her boyfriend like tried to kind of check the baby.
I liked his response though.
Who?
The baby. You didn't see what he said.
Oh, you must not know about me.
You
the
must
Beyonce.
not know about me. You must not know about me.
My man,
He shot two
man.
Baby, to see me.
And he'll fight you.
I got body and everything.
He got two bodies.
They need to knock niggas out in the club. I mean, shit.
That one was suspect.
Why was it suspect? Because he had help.
Yeah, I think so. Well, he was videotaping and he punched the nigga, or he allegedly punched the nigga down.
That wasn't in the club.
That was at the jewelry store.
Oh, I ain't talking about that.
That was at the Louis. That was at the Louis store.
No, it was one in the club.
That dude was dead. R.I.P. to him.
Yeah.
That dude dead.
It's hard for me to believe that baby punched a big nigga like that down, holding his phone recording.
Cam Cohart.
I just seen the phone drop. Then you see Buddy pants.
So
pants
they
on
tuned him up.
Oh, yeah. When the phone dropped, the gangsters got involved for sure. You know what I'm
His
saying?
team.
Oh yeah.
But we all know the baby is a wild young man, and he kind of be.
He with the shit.
He kind of reckless, but I don't want to see him crash out, man. He's really like popping out.
He allegedly had something to do with that whole situation happening in Miami too. A couple weeks ago. That's why I said allegedly.
Oh, like some member on his team. It was a shooting happened and somebody got shot. That was like his artist that shot
What
him.
about the Pooh Shiesty cat? Shot a security guard or something?
Yeah, man. I guess he must have dropped some money in the club, and then motherfuckers probably trying to scramble for it, and he tried to shoot just to like make motherfuckers, but the bullet must have ricocheted. Yeah, get a
But
fucking ankle.
allegedly, why he got arrested for that? That's on video and shit showing him shooting the gun and stuff. But the victim that allegedly got shot or whatever like that, he changed his statement and said he didn't get shot. He was on drugs he got from the hospital, and Pooh Shiesty, he don't remember even seeing Pooh Shiesty and stuff like that. The judge still denied his bail. That's allegedly the judge denied his bail still, and now they searching for like witness tampering.
Gucci said we good.
And we ain't good though. The judge ain't really going for that shit, man. Y'all stay safe out there. Florida is tripping. They had the baby got locked up. Pooh Shiesty, the bandman Kelvo, another. He like one of them financial dudes. He rap too, whatever. They all got locked up like the same weekend. He a scammer, whatever. And now you're trying to put niggas on to illegal scams.
He got some legal shit. Legal point.
That's why I try to give him some.
Yeah. But don't put him in. Don't put him in.
That's why I try to give him some financial.
Yeah, no, don't put him in that.
Yeah, man. But anything else? Shout out to Gervonta Davis. Knockout win last night.
11th round.
Y'all see,
Not
50,
12.
Y'all see 50 Cent say he better get away from Floyd. Floyd hating on him.
How weird is this?
How Floyd hating?
Do we play a song?
Yeah, shout out to Tyler the Creator. He got a dope album out.
Just kidding. No plan to ride.
What's his album called? Let me play. That's a Gangsta's Grill. I ain't heard DJ Drama on this shit. Call Me If You Get Lost. Tyler the Creator album. Tyler the Creator's a weird individual, man. Jack Harlow weird too.
We call him different.
You know what I'm saying? We call him weird.
Jack Harlow ain't that bad.
Jack Harlow, but that's he taking that picture with him kissing his hand. Jack Harlow be playing like on some gay shit all the time. But it's a shout out to it's a rapper. Y'all know Lil Dicky? He got a show called Dave. He got a show called Dave on FX. I be watching the show, but this last episode, shit was a little too much for me. But that's what the episode was about. How white people could play around on that gay shit, like some Jackass and shit like that. How white people be playing that type of shit. And then his black friends was coming over and they was like, fam, don't do that shit when they get here because they don't play like that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what the whole episode was about, though. Like, fam, like, black people, we can't afford to play like that, fam. Like, we always on defense by the world and shit. Like, fam, we ain't got time to be playing them little silly ass games y'all playing.
Trying to clear this shit up later on.
And that was the whole episode was about. But I don't really pay attention to Tyler Creator, like whatever he do. I feel like that's kind of what he be doing. As long as he ain't rapping about no gay shit, you know what I'm saying? I check his music out. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I'll listen to your music, but I usually like music I can kind of relate to unless you spitting. So if you say some wild shit in your rap, I'm skipping that. Like I'm cool on that.
I never really listened to Tyler Creator.
But Nothing else for real. Y'all got anything y'all want to add?
Back episode 100, man. It's a big deal, man. Like I said, the time invested, the money invested, the chemistry that we do. It ain't been easy, to be honest. Like, you know, it looked sweet, like, but everybody has a different schedule. Like, everybody has a different life, but we all put that to the side and come together once a week to do this, and it's a big deal. We're going places.
We got some interviews coming up next month. I think y'all will enjoy that very much. Deuce, you trying to rap?
Y'all look sleepy. We'll say that
Next week.
I got a question.
Deuce, you trying to clear anything up on the air? Been a lot of controversy with you going around in town.
You want to talk about it all? I'm curious to know, on or off the air.
No, man,
we'll talk about it afterwards. You know, just know, man, we rocking with you,
I will
Deuce.
say though, I'm a video man, and I don't have relationships with any of these artists around town.
No saying that clears everything.
Clear everything up, man.
You got a relationship with Reasonable Doubt podcast?
Hey man, with that being said, man, we're gonna play Streets is Watching.
Episode 100.
This is episode 100, man. Like
emoji on here.
You know, we're gonna get up out of here, man. Thank you for listening. Episode 100. We've got 100 more and more and more. Can't stop, won't stop. Shout out to Puff. We're about here, man. Just because they couldn't do it doesn't mean you can't. Get the Telegraph. Check us out in there. Thank you for listening, man. 1.